Hi YouTube, and this is JTrain997, back with another figure review. This time my DC Universe Classics, Wave 8, Figure 5, Parademon. Now, I have already said I ordered a case, and this is one of the figures that had a variant. This actually is the variant. This is the modern Parademon, as opposed to that Parademon, which is the classic version. Okay, so the only real thing you need to know about the Parademon is they're basically Darkseid's shock troopers. If Darkseid's gonna have an invasion, you're guaranteed you're gonna see these guys. He comes with this, I'm not really sure what that is, some sort of laser type weapon and some sort of handgun type weapon. He comes with the final piece to Giganta, her left arm. Okay, onto the back. In this wave, of course, Commander Steel, Dr. Fate, Mr. Terrific, Hawk Girl, Gentleman Ghost. That's what the standard Parademon looks like, as I've already been over, and Vigilante. As you can see, the other Parademon actually looks like a completely different figure, for the most part. So I actually might pick that up if I ever do run across it. His biography, it just says, of the many warriors serving Darkseid, Lord and absolute master of Apocalypse, none are more feared or loyal than the Parademons. Artificially grown in the genetic laboratories of Apocalypse, these elite soldiers prowl the dark skies of Armageddon, dealing death and destruction to all who challenge or invade their master's domain. Every waking moment, every thought is filled with one purpose, to serve Darkseid. First appearance, New Gods #1, aka the Centuries of Apocalypse. Occupation, Shock Troopers. Special abilities, Masters of Vicious hand-to-hand combat, partnered with huge savage dogs called Hounds, hunting huge packs, overwhelming their foes, wear glider rockets to fly, use advanced Apocalypse blaster weapons, utter unserving loyalty. So yeah, he looks like a great figure. Glad to have him. Let's pull him out of the box. And here he is out of the box. Now I've got to admit, the detail on this guy looked fantastic in the box, and it only gets better on when you actually have the figure in your hands. I have him holding this weird two-handed laser type weapon. Do a full 360 of this guy. Yeah, so a lot of really nice detail. Pulling the laser weapon out of his hand really quick. You can see there's some dark, there's a little few brown touches to the yellow to make it look a little more detailed. He also came with his standard Parademon gun, which the normal one comes with, and it has some darker yellow right there to make it look like there's some circuitry in there. It fits okay in his hand, fits snugly. Yeah, I had to kind of cram it in there, but once it's there, it's gonna stay. Yeah, he doesn't really look right holding both of them, but he can. So overall, I've just got to admit, the detail and accessory on this guy was great, which is a big up for me. Now, onto the articulation. There's a new, obviously a new mold, and unfortunately, the legs kind of suffer from this, because they're really loose, and, in anything but a crouch, which a Parademon should be put in, he's kind of suffers. If you try to put him up straight, which I've never seen a Parademon stand straight, there's some obvious problems. Oh, there he goes. So, overall, I really do like him, especially that face sculpt. Let me get a close-up of that. That is great. Just all that detail. Yeah, so I actually really was impressed with this guy. I thought he was one of the figures that I was going to get and just end up not being impressed with, or just getting him because I could only finish Giganta with him. So, I've got to admit, if anyone out there is just considering skipping him, definitely don't. Pick him up, give him a fair shake. I don't know how the classic one is, obviously. I'm still going to get it eventually, just like I'm going to get modern Dr. Fate. So this is JTrain997. The only flaw I can find in this figure are his legs are a little wonky, and like I said, Parademons aren't really meant to be standing straight anyway. So I'm going to give him a very solid 8.5 out of 10. And highly recommend him to a fan of Parademons. If you're looking to make an army, if you're an army builder, this is definitely one you want to look into. Here is the right arm of Giganta, the final piece. That review will be coming soon, directly after Hawk Girl. One other thing, unfortunately, that could have made this figure better is I wish there was a place to store his little handgun or whatever it's called. I don't know the technical name for it. There probably is a technical name. But anyways, this is JTrain987. The modern parademon is getting an 8.5 out of 10, and I'll see you soon, YouTube.